Your life can shift in ways you never imagined, starting from the very words you choose to speak. There's an incredible 2-day practice that, when embraced wholeheartedly, has the power to plant the seeds of profound transformation. Imagine taking just 48 hours to commit to a simple yet potent affirmation, one that nurtures your heart and awakens your spirit. In this short span of time, your inner dialogue can pivot from self-doubt to self-love, from uncertainty to clarity, an energetic flip that reverberates through your entire being. Today, you'll discover how to harness the immense power of what you say to yourself each day. This isn't about covering up problems with empty positivity. It's about choosing words that open doors to hidden potential. Many people worldwide are exploring a new wave of 48-hour challenges, using affirmations that speak directly to the subconscious mind. While that might sound like just another passing trend, there's something truly timeless underneath. The understanding that words shape beliefs, and beliefs shape reality. When you settle into this 2-day commitment, notice how the voice in your head begins to soften. That harsh critic that once echoed your past fears can become a gentle encourager, cheering you on through life's inevitable challenges. Change might not happen in full within 48 hours, but it's long enough for seeds of hope and self-trust to sprout. In these next moments, let's explore how a single statement, spoken and affirmed with loving conviction, can crack open a door you never realized was closed. Every time you affirm your worth, you issue a silent invitation for better experiences to flow in. And once that door is open, the shift is often astonishing. You might sense greater harmony in your relationships, more clarity in your personal goals, or a newfound calm in your day-to-day life. If at any point you feel doubt creeping in, remember that every great forest begins with a single seed, and your words are those seeds. Together, let's explore how to choose them wisely and let them blossom into a life you truly adore. Words are living forces that carry a unique vibrational energy. When spoken with intention, they can soothe, inspire, and even heal. Over centuries, countless individuals have realized the profound impact a simple statement can have. Today, short transformation challenges are popping up on social media, with hundreds of thousands of people sharing how a particular affirmation repeated over 48 hours dramatically improved their outlook on life. Though it might seem too good to be true, there's a deep psychological basis for how this works. Consider this simple affirmation: I choose to love and accept myself wholeheartedly. These 10 words can trigger real changes in the subconscious mind, where much of our self-image and emotional programming resides. Each time you repeat such an affirmation, you send a signal that gently contradicts old beliefs rooted in fear or unworthiness. It's like shining a warm light into a dark room, revealing a space for something new and beneficial to grow. But words alone aren't the whole story. It's the feeling behind them that matters. As you speak, allow your heart to open, even if it's just a little. If an inner critic protests, "Who are you kidding? You can't change that easily." Simply acknowledge that voice without judgment. Then, bring your focus back to the words you've chosen, letting them anchor you in a supportive, nurturing energy. Over time, that repetition resculpts the landscape of your mind. Recent discussions highlight how pairing affirmations with mindful breathwork amplifies the effect. By breathing deeply and steadily as you speak, you signal your nervous system to relax, paving a smoother path for new thoughts to take root. Another popular approach is journaling. Each time you speak your affirmation, jot down a quick note about how it makes you feel. After a few days, reread those notes and observe how your feelings shift, growing warmer and more accepting. Every moment spent affirming your worth is an act of self-nourishment. Just like watering a tender seedling, offering yourself kind words is a daily practice that leads to enduring growth. This is the essence of the 2-day challenge, dedicating consistent attention to a single, empowering statement. While the challenge may last only 48 hours, it can spark a far longer journey of self-discovery and transformation. With each repetition, you're not simply uttering words. You're creating a new reality from the inside out. Why is it so difficult to shift from negative self-talk to these uplifting statements? The answer often lies buried in deep-rooted patterns formed by old stories and unexamined beliefs. From early childhood, many of us absorb messages about who we are supposed to be: smart, quiet, tough, accommodating, successful. These expectations can morph into internal scripts, replaying themselves each time we face a challenge or meet disapproval. Think of your mind as a garden. Over time, limiting beliefs grow like stubborn weeds. I'm not worthy, I can't handle this, or nothing ever works out for me. These mental weeds hog the sunlight, overshadowing any tender sprouts of self-love. The 2-day affirmation challenge becomes your weeding tool. By deliberately repeating a statement that nourishes your inherent value, you're pulling out the roots of negativity and inviting new growth. One simple exercise to reinforce this process is to label the old beliefs whenever they surface. If a thought like, "I'll never be good enough," creeps in, calmly say, aloud or silently, "This is my old belief talking." By naming it, you create a mental pause, a moment of clarity that separates you from the thought. Then you can gently redirect your focus back to your chosen affirmation, reminding yourself of a more uplifting truth. Patience is key. When you plant a seed, you don't expect it to bloom into a flower the next morning. Rather, you water it daily, give it proper sunlight, and trust the process. The same principle applies to changing your mental landscape. You're learning to break free from patterns that have likely taken years to establish. Yet with consistent effort and compassion for yourself, change can occur faster than you might believe. Don't be surprised if resistance arises. It's common to feel a little skeptical or even uncomfortable when you first speak supportive words to yourself. That's just a sign that your system is adjusting. View the discomfort as growing pains rather than proof that you can't change. Remind yourself that every repeat of your affirmation, every gentle redirection of a negative thought, is one more ray of sunlight for your emerging garden of self-love. Over 2 days, you may start to notice small blossoms of hope, moments where you sense a shift, a sense of possibility replacing that old story. That alone is worth the gentle effort. Self-love is more than a fuzzy concept. It's the vital center around which our emotional and physical well-being revolve. When you genuinely love yourself, you're not waiting for outside validation or striving to meet arbitrary standards before granting yourself compassion. Instead, you're creating a stable internal foundation, one that remains standing regardless of what storms blow through your life. Think of self-love as the emotional immune system, Just as your body's immune system protects you from illness, a strong sense of self-love guards you against pervasive negativity and destructive self-criticism. It enables you to navigate conflict, rejection, and setbacks without losing your sense of worth. When you repeat the affirmation, "I choose to love and accept myself," you're delivering a potent tonic to your emotional body, reinforcing its strength and resilience. Of course, there's a common misconception. Many believe that self-love is selfish or arrogant. But true self-love doesn't breed ego. Instead, it nurtures humility and empathy. When you're grounded in a kind relationship with yourself, you have more love to give others. You're able to show compassion instead of judgment, patience instead of frustration, and kindness instead of hostility. This generosity of spirit springs from a place that knows love starts within, then naturally overflows. To deepen this practice, consider a mini self-love ritual each morning and evening for 2 days. Place your hand over your heart, breathe softly, and say, "I honor who I am right now, and I welcome who I'm becoming." Feel the warmth of your hand. Let the words sink in, and allow any tension to dissolve. Doing this simple ritual helps you move from intellectual understanding to heartfelt experience. It's also helpful to recognize any resistance you might have towards self-love. If you feel unworthy or uneasy, know that these reactions point toward areas ready for healing. Instead of pushing them away, hold them gently in your awareness. Acknowledge them as part of your journey, then return to your affirmation. Gradually, the discomfort will soften, replaced by a growing acceptance that you deserve love, starting from within. Remember, this is a practice, a journey that unfolds step by loving step. And over 2 days of deliberate attention, you may just catch a glimpse of how powerfully your heart can open when you give it permission to do so. Forgiveness often stands as the missing puzzle piece in our quest for emotional freedom and health. While it may seem unrelated to a 2-day affirmation challenge, letting go of resentment or self-blame is crucial for fully embodying self-love. Resentment, whether directed at oneself or others, clings like a heavy weight on the heart, dragging our energy down and blocking the flow of healing. At its core, forgiveness is a gift we offer ourselves. Far from condoning hurtful actions, it's a conscious choice to stop reliving pain. When you hold on to anger or guilt, your body and mind remain trapped in a cycle of stress. This constant tension can manifest as sleepless nights, anxiety, or even physical ailments over time. By practicing forgiveness, both toward others and just as importantly, toward yourself, you release that stagnant energy, making room for positive affirmations to take root. A simple exercise you can try is the white light visualization. Close your eyes and imagine a warm, radiant light surrounding you. Then bring to mind the person or situation you struggle to forgive. In this glowing atmosphere, silently repeat a statement of compassion, such as, "I release all hurt and choose peace in my heart." Notice any emotions that arise, sadness, relief, or even anger, and allow them to surface without judgment. With each breath, envision the light expanding until it gently envelops the memory or person, dissolving the bitterness you've carried. The beauty of forgiveness is that it intertwines perfectly with self-love affirmations. As you release blame or resentment, you clear the inner obstacles that may have been blocking your ability to fully absorb uplifting statements like, I choose to love and accept myself. When your heart is weighed down by anger or guilt, self-love can feel forced or shallow. Once that weight is lifted, the affirmation resonates more deeply, echoing in a newly freed heart space. It's natural to feel resistance. If I forgive, they'll think they got away with it. Or, I can't forgive myself for messing up. Realize that forgiveness is never about letting harmful behavior go unquestioned. It's about finding your own release from emotional bondage. And if the idea of full forgiveness feels like too big a leap, begin by asking for willingness. I'm willing to consider letting this go. Over time, that willingness grows into genuine release. As you fold forgiveness into your 2-day affirmation practice, you'll likely notice an even greater sense of ease, lightness, and openness to the love you so richly deserve. If thoughts shape reality, then the frequency of our thoughts matters more than we might ever have realized. Everything in life carries an energetic signature, from the food you eat to the beliefs you hold. When you repeat a loving affirmation, you're elevating your personal vibration, sending out a signal of self-worth and gratitude that draws in experiences to match. You might have heard people talk about raising your frequency or aligning your chakras. While some of these ideas can sound mystical or abstract, the underlying principle is quite simple. What you consistently think, you begin to feel. What you begin to feel, you often attract. When your mental playlist loops phrases of self-doubt, your energy takes on a heavy tone. Conversely, affirming your goodness and capacity to heal lifts that energetic tone, creating a lighter, brighter feeling inside. To get a glimpse of this in action, pause during your day and do a quick self-check. Ask, how am I feeling right now? Do I sense heaviness in my chest, tension in my jaw, or anxiety in my gut? If you notice negative sensations, consider taking a few slow, deep breaths. Then mentally repeat your chosen affirmation, allowing its meaning to wash over your entire body. Notice if there's even a slight shift in how you feel, perhaps a softening around the chest, a subtle calm in the mind. Many people find that music, nature walks, or brief meditations enhance this process. These activities help you settle into a harmonious state where words of kindness can resonate more deeply. Pairing your affirmation with soothing music or the rhythmic sound of a gentle breeze can make the experience even more powerful. You're training your mind and body to exist in a higher, healthier vibrational state. As part of your 2-day challenge, you might experiment with setting an alarm on your phone a few times a day. Each time it goes off, speak or think your affirmation while taking a couple of centering breaths. Over 48 hours, these small resets accumulate, reinforcing a new default state of optimism and peace. And as you begin to feel better, you'll likely notice subtle shifts in your life's outer circumstances. That's the beauty of aligning with a higher vibration. It often sets the stage for small miracles, serendipitous meetings, timely opportunities, or fresh insights that gently guide you further along a path of transformation. For many, the biggest hurdle to personal growth is the web of limiting beliefs that suggest, "That's not possible for me." These beliefs often form in early experiences and, left unchecked, become self-fulfilling prophecies. The 2-day affirmation challenge aims to unravel that web by offering an empowering alternative, one that affirms your capacity for love, healing, and abundance. To identify these hidden beliefs, Pay close attention when your mind whispers statements beginning with "I can't" or "I'm not." Examples include "I'm not creative," "I can't lose this weight," or "I'll never find real happiness." Jot them down in a notebook, turning them from elusive thoughts into visible words on a page. Seeing them in black and white can help you realize how harsh or absolute they sound. Then, one by one, draft a counter affirmation. If your limiting belief says, "I'm not strong enough to change," replace it with, "I am discovering my inner strength every day." This exercise pairs beautifully with mirror work, a technique where you stand before a mirror, gaze into your own eyes, and speak affirmations out loud. The mirror acts like a gentle witness, reflecting back not only your physical form, but also the emotions hidden beneath the surface. For the next 2 days, try stating a counter affirmation that directly challenges a core limiting belief. Yes, it might feel awkward at first, but that's simply a sign that you're stepping into new territory. With repetition, the awkwardness often dissolves into a quiet confidence. Remember that changing ingrained beliefs is a process. You may feel a sudden wave of hope, followed by a return of old doubts. That's normal. Each time a doubt surfaces, remind yourself, "This is an opportunity to reaffirm my new truth." Consistency is key. By returning to your affirmations and mirror work repeatedly, you gradually shift the needle in your subconscious. Even if, after 2 days, you don't feel like a completely different person, you will have laid the groundwork for deeper transformation. In the coming weeks, reflect on any moments, no matter how small, where you handled a situation differently or felt a new spark of courage. These glimmers of change indicate that your inner foundation is beginning to shift. With continued practice, the phrase, "That's not possible for me," can transform into, "I'm open to the remarkable possibilities unfolding in my life." And that openness, nurtured by your consistent affirmations, can lead you down a path more expansive than you ever dreamed. Gratitude is often called the secret ingredient for manifesting abundance. When you pause to appreciate what you have, you invite more blessings into your experience. By combining gratitude with your 2-day affirmation challenge, you magnify the power of your words and emotions. Gratitude shifts the mind away from what's lacking and spotlights the countless gifts already present in your life. Be they supportive friends, a comfortable home, or even a moment of quiet peace. A practical tool is a short gratitude journal. Over the next 48 hours, pair your main affirmation, "I choose to love and accept myself," or whatever resonates with you, with a quick list of 3 things you're thankful for each morning and night. These could be small, like the taste of your morning tea, or large, like a meaningful conversation with a loved one. By writing them down, you anchor yourself in the present moment, reinforcing a sense of contentment and hope. The beauty of gratitude is that it changes how you perceive daily life. Suddenly, challenges aren't just problems, they become opportunities for learning. Small frustrations transform into gentle reminders to slow down or realign. You begin noticing synchronicities, a well-timed phone call, an unexpected discount, or a random compliment that brightens your day. These seemingly minor events often serve as nudges from the universe, reflecting back the uplifted energy you're cultivating. Connecting gratitude to abundance goes deeper than attracting material wealth. Abundance isn't just about money. It's an all-encompassing sense of enoughness. Feeling abundant means trusting that you have the inner resources to meet life's challenges and savor its joys. When you repeat your affirmation with a heart full of gratitude, you project a radiant signal of openness to life's gifts. And life, in turn, often responds with a flow of supportive circumstances, people, and ideas. Over time, gratitude and self-love feed off each other in a gentle loop. The more you affirm your worth, the more you notice blessings. The more blessings you notice, the easier it becomes to love yourself and your life. This uplifting cycle continues to grow, helping you navigate anything that comes your way with a grounded, thankful spirit. By the end of your 2-day challenge, you may realize that these practices have the potential to become a cherished part of your everyday routine, one that lights your path with positivity and peace. One of the most effective ways to solidify your affirmation practice is through mirror work. Standing in front of a mirror, look directly into your own eyes and speak words of kindness and acceptance. It may feel uncomfortable at first. Many of us are unaccustomed to truly seeing ourselves. Yet this act of self-witnessing can break down barriers of shame or unworthiness, ushering in a sense of genuine compassion. Begin with a few simple phrases like, "I see you and I love you," or "I am here to support you always." Take a moment to notice any tension in your body, any urge to look away. That reaction often indicates areas where you crave deeper love. Instead of turning from that discomfort, breathe through it, gently reminding yourself that you're safe in your own presence. Over time, mirror work can dissolve internal walls, allowing self-acceptance to become second nature. To blend mirror work seamlessly into daily life, tack it onto an existing routine. For example, each morning when you finish brushing your teeth, spend an extra minute or two gazing into your eyes and reaffirming your worth. At night, you could do the same after washing your face. Repetition is key. These brief daily moments act like stepping stones, gradually building a bridge from intellectual understanding to heartfelt conviction that you are indeed lovable and enough. Throughout the day, stay aware of any shifts in your thoughts or emotions. After your mirror session, you may find yourself speaking more kindly to others or feeling more patient in challenging situations. These subtle shifts signal that the affirmation is working behind the scenes. When negative thoughts resurface, and they often will, be ready with a comforting reminder. Tell yourself, "I'm learning to love myself more each day." In this way, mirror work extends beyond the literal mirror and into every interaction, reinforcing a positive, nurturing inner voice. As you approach the close of your 2-day challenge, remember that daily integration is the true goal. The challenge itself is a launch pad, an intensive introduction to the power of affirmations, forgiveness, gratitude, and self-love. By continuing these mirror work moments beyond the initial 2 days, you nurture a lifelong habit of compassion and strength. Little by little, these practices become as natural as breathing, guiding you toward a life where self-love is your steady companion rather than a distant ideal. Over the past few moments, you've gathered insights and techniques designed to spark a remarkable shift in your life. One rooted in the power of loving words, deep forgiveness, and genuine gratitude. Whether you're new to this concept or already familiar with it, know that every affirmation you speak, every moment of reflection you take, is a step toward a healthier relationship with yourself. By committing to just 2 days of focused practice, you've begun an inner dialogue that can echo well beyond these 48 hours, transforming doubt into hope and fear into confidence. Remember, a single seed of loving intention can blossom into lasting positive change. Through the simple yet profound act of choosing supportive thoughts and releasing harmful ones, you pave the way for deeper healing, enriched relationships, and greater fulfillment. You've learned how to gently weed out limiting beliefs, nurture self-love, forgive both yourself and others, and align with an energy of abundance. You've also explored how a moment of looking in the mirror can catalyze the kind of kindness that so many of us deny ourselves. Carry these lessons forward. If at any time you find your old habits resurfacing, return to the core affirmation you chose. Repeat it softly or even silently with a hand over your heart. Trust that each loving word and each breath of compassion resonates through your mind, body, and spirit, calling in more of what you need to thrive. Affirm to yourself in this very moment, I am worthy of love, I am open to abundance, and I trust in my capacity to grow. Let these words settle deep within you. They are a reminder that the journey of self-discovery and healing is ongoing, each day an opportunity to honor who you are becoming. As you step into your next chapter, do so knowing you have the power to speak a new reality into existence, one kind and compassionate thought at a time. And so, with a heart brimming with renewed belief in yourself, embrace the boundless possibilities that await you on the other side of this simple but life-altering practice.